So welcome to domain selection, right? And yeah, I'm going to tell you about getting your domain and a hosting to build your website. Now it's simple, really simple. So I'm going to explain it this way. This is how I normally explain it. When we talk about hosting and domain, we are talking about two things that are very important for you to build a website. And this is the very core thing. Now, simple. When we talk about hosting, we are talking about your website storage on the internet. It's like having a physical shop, but that shop is now on the internet. So it's the storage you're paying for. Why domain is what we call the web address. It's like your store that's on the internet, the address to it, right? So domain comes in extensions. So we have different extensions that are added to a domain. So you have your name, which could be Matthew or John or um or aku or anything, right? Now extensions are the dots, right? So you have .com, .ng, .org. So .com is .company, .ng, it's .nigeria, .org is .organization, like that. We have .co, .canada, and the likes of it. That's all you need to know about domain and hosting, right? So domain is the storage, your hosting is the address, right, on the internet. It's simple. Now, if we just follow me on our screen now, one of the things we do is one of the recommendations is Namecheap, right? There are other recommendations that we have affiliate system with, but for Namecheap we don't. But most of the videos we use, we create are created on Namecheap. Reason is because cPanel makes creating website way easier, right? But when it comes to the best hosting, if you are looking for hosting that works with WordPress well, I will always recommend that you go with Hostinger. But let's stay with Namecheap. Now, if you already have a domain and hosting, that's 100% fine. You can go with it as long as your hosting makes use of cPanel. And if you have a Hostinger account, it's also simple. Just follow the process. You will get a hang of it. Now, once you get to Namecheap, right? Namecheap.com. Try to put the link below. What you want to do is just come here and you're going to search for your domain, right? You're going to see this option here. So what you want to do is just paste the name you want to use and search for it here. So give it some time to load up. Now you're going to see that this domain is available. Now it's sold for $10.98. But this is one thing I want you to know with Namecheap. Now, the reason you want to use Namecheap, if this is your first time, is that Namecheap will offer you 1 month free. So you could just get a domain for as low as $11 or $10, depending. And once you get that, you could start testing this up. So you get 1 month free of hosting. You're not paying for the hosting. Then after 1 month, you could pay the cost of hosting, which is still not expensive. Now, you can look, if you look through here, you're going to see that the domain costs $10.98. So we're going to say $11, right? But I want you to take note of something. I want you to look at the retail. The retail price is the price you're going to be paying for subsequent year. This is for a year, right? So you're going to be paying $14.98. That is the actual price you're going to be paying for next year and all. So if we look at some other options, we have .com, we have Kolopay.store. You could see them, and some of them are really cheap, right? You can see the one for $7. But I will always advise to go for the .com. They are highly secured, highly competitive, and they rank better. So we're going to just add this to cart here. Now, once we add it to cart, we're going to click on checkout. But this is the thing, because I don't want us to just get a domain. I want us to get a hosting and a domain together, right? Because I want to pay at once. What I would normally do is to come up and you could just do it to create an account. I've done that already to create one account. So I'm just going to sign up here with my account. But if you have not, click on to create an account, right? So I have a verification code, chill. So apparently it seems there's another one. Oh yeah, so I imputed the wrong one, so I'm just going to do this again. So once you create your Namecheap hosting Namecheap account for the first time, it's going to be this empty. There's nothing here, right? Now you can notice our $11 is still here, right? That which we have added to cart. Now what we want to do is to come to where we have hosting. Here we're going to click on shared hosting, and here you're going to find, scroll down. Okay, you're going to find the shared hosting. You're going to get a 30 days free, right? 30 days free. So you want to click on try. Now you will notice the total amount we are paying is just going to be this for this, right? So we want to select this. You're just going to pay for this. Then we click on add to cart here. Now, once you do that, if you have a promo code, you could put it. You can search for online for Namecheap coupon code and try it out if it works well for you. And if you don't, so you could just go. Make sure you are going with the 1 year plan. And if you want a domain privacy, you could. They offer a domain privacy for free, so you could just go with it. Everything is cool. So what you want to do is just click on confirm order here. And you want to put in your billing information and all your information here. So I'm just going to do that. So if you're registering on by yourself, you want to make sure to uncheck this. So let's put this. So once you put your billing information, click on continue here. All right. So once all of these are properly filled, you can save this configuration as your default checkout, then continue. Last thing is to make your payments, right? But since I already have domain and hosting, I'm not going to be paid. But what you want to do is you're going to now with Namecheap, you're going to be paying with dollar, right? You're going to be using a dollar card. Now, if you don't want to go with Namecheap, there are other hosting options as a Nigerian that you could check out that makes use of cPanel. One of them is Domain King, but Domain King cPanel is a bit somehow, but if you follow the video you probably will be able to get it, but it's somehow. I will always recommend to go with Namecheap any day, but Domain King is Nigeria hostings are like that sometimes, but they are good ones, so you could check them out on the internet, right? So you want to put in your card information and all of that. Now if you have issues, if you're ready to pay and you have issues and you need somebody to pay, always reach out to me. We'll help you to do that at a tiny fee, right? Just to cover the cost. Then once you put your card, you want to click on continue, make your payment, and everything will be set up. But I'm going to show you how your account will look when you make your payment. After you've made your payments, you will have, this is how your account will look. You have your domain. Basically, you have your domain, you have a cPanel here, then you have an SSL. Now, if you don't have an SSL, you will need to activate your Namecheap XSL. Now, if you have issue with that, you can always reach out. But let me quickly show you how to do that. Once you go to cPanel here, but normally it's supposed to show, right? It may show as yellow, but it's normally supposed to show. Then you want to go to SSL. In case it doesn't, you're going to Namecheap SSL here. This is specifically for those who are using a Namecheap account. You want to sign in with your Namecheap. And here you're going to find all your installed SSL. You are going to find them here. If you are not installed, you could just click to install them and you're good to go. And once it's active, it becomes green like this, right? So thank you, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you're seeing this video for the first time, my name is Matthew Brown. This is Fly Studios. If you're seeing it on YouTube, do well to subscribe. If you're seeing it on our course, it's time to move on to the next one. And if you have any questions, do well to reach out to me using the bots or the contact info or something like that. So thank you, and have a blast.